Uh, who's excited? Oh wait. So you ever wonder about what the next series is going to be in the MCU? Because it's Wonder Man.
Well,
Yeah.
it's Marvel
I
trying to get creative with their lower tier people.
At least they got more creative than my segue right there. So
It's true. I feel like I'm genuinely the only person excited for this. I love Wonder Man.
you know what? I looked on the internet, and that is true. You are literally
Uh,
the only person.
Wait, I'm trying to remember. Isn't like currently isn't currently Wonder Man a pacifist? I think.
Yes, yes.
Yeah, so that's gonna be interesting on that
Being a
front.
pure energy doesn't like to fight. He's a pacifist.
Hmm.
Yeah.
He could literally just wipe anyone out, but he chooses not to.
I mean, according to what we got the first details and everything for, it sounds like that they're definitely doing the whole Hollywood satire thing. That's at the center of
I
everything.
really hope so.
So
I really hope so.
I mean, the opportunities there to having him be like this person who's in Hollywood while Hollywood in the MCU is making MCU content and superhero content, that sounds amazing. Like that's exciting.
It's you could literally just have this entire thing be a clap back at the boys.
Yes. Yes.
The boys is trying to rip on everyone. Please, just rip on the boys. Please, that's all I need.
It's actually very interesting because people are like, "Who's Wonder Man?" It's interesting how he came about with his creation because he was in about when they made him, and at the time of Stan Lee from 1978, they brought out Wonder Man, and guess what? DC Comics sued them because they had Wonder Woman, so they had to discontinue Wonder Man, but then all of a sudden they had Power Girl, and they had Power Man, who's Luke Cage, so that's why he started to come back after that happened, and apparently it was kind of popular because he got his own self-titled graphic novel in 1986, and it went on for like 29. It then went on to star in his own self-titled 29 issue series. So someone liked him.
I say, wasn't he one? He was one of the leading West Coast Avengers, wasn't he?
Yeah,
I
he was
know
on.
he's
He's on a
been
team.
one of the. Yeah, like he's been quite a mainstay on the Avengers for a fair while, but
Yeah.
also very integral to Wonder and Vision.
Yeah.
Very integral.
I think
Yeah.
How they're going to play that off with how those two currently are in the MCU, I have no idea.
And yeah, he was a
They
founding
could
member.
still very much do like Wonder Man has his brain patterns as part of the New Vision run. I say
Yeah.
New Vision, the resurrected white one running around. He can wink and nod to it that way, but outside of that, no idea.
Yeah,
Maybe Simon Williams is going to be the one that she loves now because Wonder in Multiverse of Madness told Wanda to go be loved.
So they do go with the West Coast Avengers, and yeah, he was a founding member.
Okay, so hear me out. So you got Simon, he's over there working in Hollywood and whatever, and they're trying to, make superhero content based on the Avengers and stuff, but he does need somebody on the inside that kind of knows. He needs somebody that's been close to it, that's trying to find themselves. So it's going to be Simon and Vision living in Hollywood, and he's his advisor, being like, man, this isn't how this worked. So it's going to be like a buddy comedy where we can get Vision in there. Because if they're going to spoof anything, you might as well just toss a character in there that makes sense. Have fun with it. Like, make this thing something completely different.
I hope you know, if this show isn't that, you just ruined it for me.
Yeah, because
I need that.
Yeah, I hope it is too, because his actual origin is kind of weird. He's a son of a rich industrialist, and once his dad dies, he inherits everything. But the company starts to lose profits and was going to go out of business due to Tony Stark. And at the advice of his brother, he starts to embezzle money to keep the company afloat, and goes to prison. And then Zemo is the person with the Enchantress who gives him the idea to infiltrate the Avengers, and he does it, and they transform him into Wonder Man.
you could legit spin this and use the thing I just said with Vision and have Vision be like, why don't you use that money for something good? Like, what about an Avengers outlet on this side of the planet? It's like, okay, like you could honestly kind of go down this direction and it would work and be something interesting. So, I mean, I'm excited for this. Like, I think if Ms. Marvel has shown me anything, it's you can do something completely different and people will gravitate towards it. So, it's.
I just have one request.
Uh-huh.
We don't do Nathan Fillion.
100% no. No.
Man is too old.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah.
Get literally anyone else. Also, if we're doing a Hollywood satire here, can we please get Tom Cruise as Iron Man in this damn thing?
Can we?
You didn't give it to me in Multiverse of Madness. Just give it to me here, please.
Can we also get one scene of Simon trying to pitch a film towards a Hollywood exec who completely rejects him and throws him out of his office, and that's Kevin Feige's only cameo?
See, like I'm just saying, like I'm just thinking, like makes you think you don't want Nathan Fillion because he's too old. Well, on the opposite side, they have an 80-year-old Harrison Ford playing Indiana Jones, who doesn't need to be, but they're still doing it with the fans.
Dumb. That's why they.
So you're saying you want Harrison Ford as Wonder Man? Is that's what I'm getting?
As long as we CGI Harrison Ford,
I was just saying,
like 40 years
it's
ago.
that weird thing. It's like I was like, at this point, I would expect that they just reboot the franchise instead of getting Harrison Ford, who has specifically said he doesn't want to do this stuff anymore. But they keep
that was Star Wars. He didn't want to do. He's fine with Indiana Jones.
Yeah, because they dumped $40 million on his lawn.
There is that.
It's like they keep dumping money on him. And he's like, oh, I guess so.
Yep.
He's got to run his plane somehow, and fuel prices to shut up.
I'm not sure how the economy works, but I'm pretty sure planes do in fact run on diesel. So I'm gonna believe.
Of course they do.
Said. Of course, yeah.
Well, it's fuel in it. Any fuel.
Yeah. And if I learned anything
maybe not the new
from
E10 stuff.
Right, and if I learned anything from the old seasons of Family Guy, you can power your bed with fuel and then fly it. Peter Griffin said so.
Exactly,
so that story checks out. So Wonder Man, it's coming at us. There's going to be, by the sounds of it, some news by the end of the year because they're looking to start production next year, which means this thing is probably being announced at D23 /
Yeah, 100%. You know, we have the whole you'll find out about the next phase in a couple of months.
Which is weird because San Diego Comic-Con is oddly enough next month.
Yeah, their whole thing is because it's going to be the first in-person thing. They want D23 to have all the glory. Yeah. So they're like, sorry, Comic-Con. You're no longer relevant anymore. No one cares. Bye.
At this point, it's like it's weird as why don't they just have it at Disneyland?
It's like E3. We just had meh, and it's better. It's like E3's coming back next year, and everybody's like, we're not coming back though, because
the reason I have it is because people won't believe that they're announcing stuff at Disneyland, just like people didn't know Chris Evans was at Disneyland. They thought he would just Photoshop himself into the area.
Well, when he does the exact same pose in every photo,
that's true. That is true.
It was hilarious.
Well, there we go, everybody. Wonder Man. Get